Hello everyone, welcome to the Call of Warhammer. Let's execute these guys, shall we? I don't like elves. I mean,
the strength of Ulth-1 endures.
I really don't like elves, so...
No army of mine can lose.
I don't care about them being dead. Not by the slightest. Now, the armies of chaos have hopefully been stamped a little bit.
Not all of the blood
There's
of
a bit
Nagaroth is
spying
tainted.
here. There we go.
We
Now,
will slip through
they already have
unseen.
some rebel land. Hopefully most of the chaos armies go team up against that rebel land, because that would be good. Like I said in the previous battle, chaos has a lot of rebels to deal with. So eventually they are very powerhouse. As soon as they spawn in, they tend to not keep that powerhouse, except in their core lines, which actually is kind of impressive that this is not... Well, this actually, you know, is being rebellious, which is weird. In Kislev, you can already see the Chaos armies, well, they're having issues because they can't keep their lands. And in the Empire, well, the Empire is a little, well, clusterfuck of horrendous, horribly war going on, so hey. Alright, so we're gonna try and talk to the...
The gods have
Oh
guided
yeah, we
me
can't.
to
We
your
need to end the
side.
turn. So I was gonna try and talk to the dwarves, because, well, it's kind of important I find the freaking dwarves, because they have like 2 lands I would love to have. They're like in the middle of my territory, and I do want to have them. Now I don't have enough money to buy them, that's for sure. But if I have a diplomat close, I might be able to buy them later on. Now Middelheim and Ostland are both chaos, which isn't good. I believe they both are under Zinch, which is not great as well, but hey. Chaos, and I believe they are allied with Chaos Undivided, so they are kind of safe, because Chaos Undivided has overrun the Empire. I believe they're not allied with the Beastmen, though, so I'm not sure about that. Oh well. The Grand County of Stirland, which is probably one of the last remaining Empire, and Reichland. Reichland, however, has lost its capital, I believe. It's kind of hard to know, though. Oh well. Slovenia, yeah, that faction is a horror. You can't get rid of them. Heresy is dead. Oh, that's pretty good. Osland is actually now again. So the reason how you come back, you destroy the heresy, is by killing their faction leader, which is the Count. Apparently, my characters, this over here has, well, the plague.
We await your counsel.
Please don't. Which
The energy of
is
Safri is within me.
which is a priest, which I don't really care for because he can go away from my settlements. Like, please don't spread plague. Please don't spread the plague anymore. It's not good. We're gonna retrain these guys, and we're gonna send as much men to the front as I can. Because, well,
The
it's kind of
people of
necessary.
Ulth-1 stand united,
go to
maneuvering
Ursula's
as requested, Commander.
Eh.
We fight for the survival of the world.
Faction. Oh, so that's pretty much what happened to them. They kind of got destroyed. Oh, well, that's one way of getting rid of the heresy. So the Empire is totally gone, as far as I noticed. Now I lose a lot of money. Damn. Now we're gonna talk. Maybe I can buy one of the settlements, which would be worth it, I guess. What is this? This was the Osmark heir. But wait a minute, wasn't Osmark dead?
The Empire will prevail.
Wait, didn't they say Osmark and Osland are different, right? Why do I have a bull here? That's a weird one. Why do I have a bull here as a symbol? It's me. Maybe because I have a. That's the That's not my. That's how mine's supposed to look. That's how Reichland's alive, Whistland's alive, Averland, Stirland, and Ostenmark. Because they're still alive as well, which is like one. Yeah. Oh no, actually they, as far as I know, they took some. No. This is all chaos. Never mind. They have like. Oh yeah, they have one settlement. Oh dear. They don't live for long. They won't live for long. Now I need to find the dwarves, which are here. I know they're always around here.
The doom of the world may not yet
They
come
normally
to pass.
Ah, there they are. There we go. I know those
As you
settlements,
request,
yeah.
Commander.
Also, there's the Whistland over here. Don't care about Whistland that
It
much.
shall be.
Always good to see you, laddie.
Did. Now give me your land, please. Now, oh, you control a lot. Wow, I didn't know you hold this much. Now you do own some land in my area. This thing and some Karak, but I want this first. So, give me 8,000. I mean, it's quite a lot. Yeah, and I gave that to me, are you? You know what? Just give me map information, and that will be even. Actually kind of amazing because normally the dwarves are supposed to hate me. But they don't. Which is kind of weird. No, actually
I
dwarves...
can accept that offer.
According to
Have a
law,
good
we've
day,
been
my
in
lord.
war for hundreds of years. Oh well. Hey, wow, the dwarves actually are very powerful. They actually are fighting against the orcs. Which is kind of amazing. The orcs normally completely overrun that area. Huh. It's a weird map. Normally the Empire is still, well, kicking. They're not much alive, but they're still kicking. They're...
Glory to chaos!
I don't want more chaos dudes.
The gods favor me!
Yes, they do, sadly enough. I know you.
I am the blade of the gods! None shall survive!
Oh, like, if you didn't have enough of demon heads, you now get them on mounts. I forgot about those. Yes, I forgot about those. Those are even worse. Yes, you tend to forget about horror and this evil. Pretty easy. Now, these guys are also pretty horrible because, well, they're kills dwarves, and they kind of have a lot of men near my borders, so that's why I can't move north with my entire army. Although I wanted to. Now, I will move north with my army because I kind of need to. I need to move armies forward to north because I need to reinforce this
Your
army
orders are clear, Commander.
quickly. Now, luckily,
The people of Ulthuan stand united.
reinforcements are coming in pretty fast. Now, Coast Settlement is under my command for quite a while. We need to get out of here, actually, to be honest. So I'm gonna leave one unit behind or something here. And even if they respawn the Chaos Dwarfs, I can see them, so I can actually intercept them pretty easy. Now we shall move backwards. We'll leave these guys behind, I guess, and we shall move to Ursula.
I
You know, to
never
retrain.
retreat before the darkness.
Out of
Rest
I
your
would have
bow arms,
hoped
brave
that
warriors.
I would have actually had more. They actually can rebel, so we're gonna
The
get
Phoenix
these
King
guys over
commands
here.
and we obey.
Yeah, I guess
Our
it's time to
task
turn
is
again.
clear.
Because, well, we kind of need to reinforce. Now, dealing with chaos is, hopefully they're going to spend a lot of armies in the south and not near me. That would be good. Yeah, well, I kind of have them split into two lands. The southern lands, which is the Empire lands, and the northern lands, which they are completely dominating. The Empire lands, they have to deal with the dwarves. Hopefully they go have fights with those a little bit, and hopefully with the Dark Elves. I hope they kick the Dark Elves out of the Empire. Because if they do, I can take over the last settlement of the Dark Elves, and I can actually finish them off, which would be really good, because my sea roads should be safe. I wouldn't have to deal with freaking invasions from the sea anymore, which means I can move all my armies to the front and not in my capital, hoping that, you know, staying there, so in case they don't take my capital and my most richest lands. That would be amazing, but, well. I do get a lot of these guys. You look pretty good, but you look like general. No. You stay away,
I wield the
please. If
power
you
of the
die,
White Tower.
so be it. If you die, none will miss you. Storm Strat, which has bodyguard, but no well. The land's pretty rich, but as you can see, these armies can. You see, this is why I.
Keep your grubby
You might
hands
say, okay, why don't you build a navy to protect yourself? Yeah, good luck. Good luck against the. You're not gonna do that. It's like, how much is it gonna cost me in order to keep these things alive? Because, well, let me show you. This is the normal ship. Yes, these are the normal ships, and their worst part is they
You
are
humans all the
inferior.
same.
Oh, actually, they're
Puerile
strong. What am I saying?
barbarians.
But yeah, then you have this thing, which is, well, the Black Ark. And apparently it doesn't have a description. It's not supposed to have one. Now, you
Back
don't
off,
know how
or
much.
feel the wrath of Drukai.
Actually, there's another one over
You
here.
humans are all the same.
Yeah.
Puerile barbarians.
That's pretty bad. And then you also have this army, the Druchii General. So yeah, you'd have to deal with quite a lot of bullshit. You also have to deal with the dwarf. Yeah, the dwarves actually helped me take out some chaos stuff here, as far as I remember. It's been a while. Very, very long time. Oh yeah, these things are pretty good. I remember it as well. They're not super strong, but they're decently good. And like I say, why don't you get generals? Like, I can get generals if I want to. These guys, I can just buy them. I mean, yeah, it's not this good, but if I need more units, I'll just buy the units.
No
Not good.
evil passes without bloodshed.
The light of all
Your orders, Commander?
Not all
Your
evil
orders
is about
Our
bloodshed,
struggle
but
is eternal.
please don't rebel against me.
The purest magic is mine to command.
Get some more dudes over
The
here.
blood of Calador
Get to
flows
Ursula.
in my veins.
And
The fight is not here.
these
We
guys
will
outside,
defend-
None
these
can
guys
match my
inside.
skill.
And let's start retraining some units, shall we? Because, well, we kind of retrained before the... effects of winter, because we can't train units then.
In
Just
shadow we fell. In mercy
more forward.
is a luxury.
Should have actually
In shadow
built,
we will pass.
build
No
watchtowers on
evil
my right.
passes without bloodshed.
How far can you still ride? You can
No
ride still
army
pretty
of
far.
mine can
So
lose.
move over here. Put a
The
watchtower.
gods guide my blade.
Get back inside. Same
Aye,
thing with
none
you.
can match my skill. Praise of Ulthuan. I
There we
am
go.
guided by an inner light.
They don't cost me anything, and I do want to
Your
know where my
orders,
enemy
Commander?
is, which is pretty important.
We will move on immediately, Commander.
What
We will
else can I
prevail,
do?
Commander.
We do need to worry about these Keymon's armies over here.
Ah. I leave nothing but corpses.
Please go away, Khorne. I don't like you. Nobody likes you. Definitely not these guys. Oh my. None likes you, Khorne. Well, maybe your other demon friends like you, but not me. I'm not into that chaos stuff, you know.
The right position is everything.
Even though Khorne is one of my
The
favorites.
gods favor me.
Oh my god.
Even I cannot achieve that.
That was a mistake.
The blood of this filth will flow.
This army is pretty much indestructible. Well, because they have blood crushers, which are pretty much juggernauts, and they kind of have these guys are just cavalry. Okay. But they have like a lot of Khorne dudes. By a lot, I mean a lot of Khorne dudes. And a lot of these guys. That's a pretty nasty army. If I kill the general, they will not break, because, well, they first of all have demons, which don't have as much defense as I thought they had. They actually might be vulnerable, when you know. And they have blood crushers, which is, well, cavalry of insane amount of damage. As you probably notice, they are the Seeds of Khorne, and they kill everything. These guys are javelin throwers, which I don't really worry about too much, and then they have these guys, the Khorne Chosen, and the Khorne. Well, I call them dead, pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much the thing they are. They're pretty much dead. Well, I guess I have no choice but to fight them now. See you on the battlefield. Actually, you withdraw. Huh. Nah. Because why not? But no. Let's see you on the battlefield, though. See you in a sec.
These fools will not delay me for long.
Alright, so boy the man. Do I have any good hill I can abuse? Luckily they don't have like a hell cannon. No, that would be insane. Because if I had hell cannon, I might as well just say, okay, I'm out, guys. Now, hopefully our archers can do a lot of damage to them, because, well, I kind of want to get rid of them. Easy. Well, pretty good on that part.
All our blades strike as one. Your success is assured, Commander. Your
Um,
orders are clear, Guardians of the White Tower. Your success is assured.
You go to where you need it the most.
Lions, forward.
Now, my cavalry is not going to be my linchpin of this entire battle, so... And before we do anything, we are not going to risk about, you know, having the skirmish, because now I remember, because I'm not stupid anymore. Well, I'm still stupid, but at least I start to remember. Now, the ones I really worried about are the ogres and freaking much everything. What am I saying? I worry about everything here. These guys are not insane. These guys are just insane. Now you'll see a full chaos army, a real chaos army, and well, they're not fun. Don't get me wrong, they're fun, but if you're playing as them, not if you're fighting against them, then they're not so fun. Just sad. I mean, they're actually fun to fight. What am I saying? These guys are a challenge. I mean, that's the thing. They're a challenge, and challenge can be fun. We should have mages here now. That would be an amazing show battle. Mages. Yes. Now we're charging up a hill. They're running away from me, which is gonna give me like a 1 free charge. Hopefully a good charge. Should be pretty good. We just need to stay away from these blood crushers over here. It's decent enough. Get out of there now. Get out of there now. Don't die from blood crushers. Because, well, they're blood crushers. They crush your blood. This charge will be good. Because these marauders are not that well against cavalry, as you're probably noticing. Definitely not cavalry of mine caliber. So you will notice my cavalry is pretty good. Not as good as blood crushers though. They're strong cavalry than mine, but yeah. It's kind of the gist of it. I mean, there's a lot of stronger stuff than I have, so. Right. Yes, I know, Khorne. Khorne only cares about killing stuff, and you're pretty efficient at it. We grow exceedingly efficient at it. Yeah, you kinda did. If you think about it, you guys are known for your slaughter and murder. So, yeah, it's kind of normal you're getting good at it, isn't it? Now, the blood crushers, I kinda need to deal with them. And I don't think Arch is gonna deal with them pretty well. Let's go with the champions, because, well, let's weaken them up a little bit. That's pretty good if I can, like... By the way, these blood crushers are written by blood letters, which are pretty much these guys on mounts, which is... Now, I'm actually just talking about chaos being completely overpowered. They have weaknesses, though. Like, if you play as them, you kind of have to... You cannot afford these guys, because they're so costly. You can't afford them until, like, high end of the battle. So, yeah, you do need to... You don't need to worry about them being too early in the battle, in the field, because, well, you can't really get them early on, so... It's not like you get them on the first turn, because, well, you can't afford them. Only by some random events you have a chance of getting them. And even that is dodgy. Now, these ogres would just smash through my line, as you noticed. They don't really care about my infantry, because, well, they're ogres. Now, I need to worry about the main army here. Now, I can't really charge as long as the cavalry of the enemies are there, because their cavalry outnumber me greatly, and they're kind of a little bit stronger than me as well, so I need to worry about them a little bit. This is a champion knight bodyguard, plus some champions of Khorne. Some Khorne knights, which is never good. My cavalry is, however, running faster than them, so I outrun them, I believe. Because, well, I'm not as heavy. Well, these guys are very heavy armored. I have the speed on my. Plus, I'm elf. I always have speed on my side. So, you have these Khorne chosen over here. We're losing some men over here now. They kind of crash my entire line here because they're blood crushers. Because, well, they're blood crushers. That's pretty much the entire extent of the you know, stuff I need to know. They are blood crushers. There's no laws for them. They just kill. There's no law for their death and slaughter. They just go for it. Alright, we need to get our infantry into the fighting because, well, they're getting overrun horrendously. Now, my white lines over here, my plates of hearts are not doing so well. These guys, they can swing around and start hitting these guys because, well, they kind of need to. And my white lines, well, you guys are needed here as well. Because, well, you guys are going to be in exceedingly amount of trouble. This charge will be good. It's against one of their generals. And it's in their back, which is pretty good. They should really cut their general line quite hard. Now, the general over here is going to have issues because, well, there are kind of a lot of warriors here, and they kind of don't really charge against those guys pretty well. The marauders are pretty fine. It's actually the other ones that worry about, the actual heavy armor. Heavy armor is not normally what I charge into that well. This bodyguard has been decimated, which is really good. My archers are in melee, which is not good whatsoever. My infantry line is completely obliterated, as you probably noticed. And why is my archers all in infantry mode? I have no idea. Definitely you guys. I don't know why you guys are in infantry mode. Because, well, you don't need to be in infantry. You guys need to get the hell out of there and start firing against them, because that's the way we can easily beat them. Now, the only guard units that are actually still having fun over here is the bodyguard, my Phoenix bodyguard, Phoenix guard, because, well, they don't care about that sort of things. Because, well, they're Phoenix guard. It doesn't care about many things.
We will defend these lands as
We need to go after this general over here. Now we have to share. He's very weakened. Now these chosen knights will come over here as well and pretty much deal with everything I own. So.
None stand against us.
Charge from the side from my cavalry and from my white lines to do a lot of damage, hopefully. The marauders here are dead, but my white lines are getting charged as well, so give me a sec. Let's retry that, shall we? Now, there's a lot of dead up here, definitely due to ogres. Well, they're ogres, what can I say? Now we're gonna fight against these Chaos Warriors over here. I need to kill that general of theirs. That's kind of something I need to do. White lines are having issues over here. Chaos Knights chosen. Run in there. We need to hit these guys very hard and fast. Extras. I need to kill about those guys off as well, so that's pretty important. That would be a good charge here, I believe. It was. Killed a lot of marauders. Weakens a bit of the heavy armor dudes. Need to go after the extras over here because, well, they're pretty much prime charge target now. My Blade Master, my Soul Master of Hiot, or whatever they're called, of Hot, or whatever, something. They're having a good time. These guys need to be cared up pretty hard as well. My infantry over here, these guys, stay in infantry. I probably should swing you guys around here to attack those guys, but you guys can swing around and attack these guys on the side because, well, these guys are gone pretty much. And you can go for the Chosen Knights of Khorne here because, well, you kind of outnumber them and you have a better charge, I believe. So, not sure about that though. But, alright, you're fighting against the axe throwers, which should be mostly dead by now. I think. I hope. I guess. Get out there, because apparently you're getting your ass kicked. That's not good. My infantry normal spearmen are kind of gone. They don't really have much left. These are bodyguards over here. That's not very good. Go for fire a little bit at these guys. That'd be good. The Sword Masters of Hut are having fun. They're doing their job. These guys, they didn't have fun with those guys. They got wrecked. Horribly. Now, a good charge here against the Khorne Chosen. Because Khorne Chosen don't have that much defense as far as I know. They don't have that much defense, so a good charge against them can do a lot of damage. And I believe it did. Nothing against Khorne Chosen because those guys, they're pretty tough, so any amount of damage you can do is pretty good. White lines, please go after these Chosen. That don't get them out, go after my... Oh, really? You're doing this? You're really doing this, aren't you? We have a bodyguard over here. The bloodletters are running away, which is interesting. As it will help them. These guys are lost. We need to hit these guys in the back over here pretty hard again. Let's go after these marauders. This charge can be pretty bad, but fighting against one of their generals. Enemy general's fallen. It's the second enemy general, not the main enemy general. These guys are broken. 28% of my army is dead, so that's not good. These guys, they kind of won over here. These guys have stopped fighting. Now we still have to fight the ogres and the chosen and the bloodletters. The bloodletters are losing men due to arrow fire, which is good. Now these white lines have done a great job against their cavalry, and now we need to go after these guys with the white lines. And also with the hot guys. Or yachts. Should go after these chosen over here. And let all my archers fire upon their bloodletters, because apparently they're now out of sight. The infantry line actually be fired against the halberds, because the bloodletters are kind of close to my infantry line, and also the ogres are here. Now my Phoenix Guard are going to fight against the bloodletters and also against the ogres. They should be fighting against those. I mean, they're not going to have a good time, considering, well, they're some of the strongest units in the game, fighting against some of the strongest units in the game, so they have equaling strength. These guys are good against cavalry, so I don't really want to charge into them. If I could, I don't want to. So get over here via this way, away from them as fast as possible. The opposite direction of where they are. Oh, it's actually a chosen over here, which is... You know what, go for those guys. Go for that one guy. Arrows are doing some damage over here, which is really, really good. You are not fighting, which is actually interesting. You need to swing around. Probably help out these guys a bit. All these axe throwers are doing quite a lot of damage to me. These spearmen are not really fighting, so I kind of want them into the fight as well. So let's get my spearmen over here. And these guys. Knight Bodyguard, is that like the main general or is that like a small unit? Let's go over here. Bloodletters are fighting not much actually. That should kill the axe throwers, at least broken. Go after these guys now. Actually, don't do that, don't do that. I want to have that charging opening. I want to have that charge open against the ogres. Yeah, I guess. Charge against those three. You charge against the ogres. A good charge against ogres. It won't do much, but even if we weaken them off, considering they have so much attack and so much damage, the charge is what really... It's the initial charge where they do the damage with. They're chargers, and... well, they kind of do a lot of that with that. I believe that's the general. Yep, that's the general.
March on, legions of khorne!
Yep, march on. Alright, they're gone. And I believe the charge against the ogres did a lot of damage. Oh, yes it did. They actually broke instantly with that. It might have been also now they're gone. Okay, now I guess the only thing is left is bloodletters, which I am not mistaken with. Apparently, don't have a shield. Yeah, we don't have a portrait there, which is annoying. And we'll continue the battle. So what is left here? One guy. No, two guys. Three guys. Wow, these guys are... You're not true warriors of chaos if you run away from a... Actually, you are, because... Chaos is not stupid. They will not run into infinite... They're not orcs. Orcs will run into outnumbers and outrageous amounts of men. But not chaos. They kind of don't do that well. They kind of don't do that. So I should end the battle here, because why not? Phoenix body got my Phoenix got probably did a lot of damage. Let's check that out, shall we? Now, my bodyguard, yes, the cavalry did a lot of damage. As you can see, those few charges they did really, really well. They also get my enemy cavalry away. Now, the Phoenix Guard, pretty good. Sword Masters there actually did a lot of damage in this one. They held my line. These guys, I believe, this one unit on the right flank held off like 3 guys at once, plus also the extras, which is really, really good. And the other ones kind of held up the entire cavalry line together with the White Lions. The White Lions took a lot of damage to that, but they were fighting as cavalry, which is not supposed to be their fighting. They're actually on foot cavalry, if you think about it. The White Lions are men and cavalry on foot, pretty much. They run as fast and they kind of have a lot more damage than most cavalry have. The archers did decently. I believe my Sea God did very bad here. These guys, they're very small. Maybe did some damage. They're probably fighting as ogres, so cannot really disagree with them. While my other Sea Gods did, no, not that great as well. So my spearmen did horrendously bad. And you can see 56 damage, 7 casualties. My normal spearmen are not up to task. They're kind of fodder, which is kind of what happened. They died, while my actually really good units killed the enemy. So that's how it goes, I guess. Alright, I'm going to end the episode here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment and like if you did about this mod, and also if you want to see it continued. And thank you for watching. See you next time. See you then. Bye.